Hello, my name is Joel Rasmussen, and this is everything you need to know about UFC 266. Broadcasting live from the UFC Apex Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, UFC 266 is set to be headlined by UFC featherweights Brian Ortega and Alexander Volkonovsky, as Volkonovsky looks to defend his featherweight title for the second time. This bout was originally scheduled for UFC 260 in March earlier this year. However, Volkonovsky had to pull out of that bout due to COVID complications. 6 months and 1 season of The Ultimate Fighter later, the two featherweights are set to headline the card this weekend. Volkonovsky became champion in December of 2019 at UFC 245 by dethroning featherweight king Max Holloway via unanimous decision. Those two would meet again in UFC 251 in July of last year, with Volkonovsky again walking away with the title, this time via split decision. Ortega has earned his shot from a spectacular performance against the Korean Zombie in October of 2020. This fight will be Ortega's second shot at featherweight gold, his first being a losing effort against Max Holloway in December of 2018. That bout would see Holloway set a record for the highest amount of significant strikes in a single fight, 290. Taking the co-headlining spot this month is UFC flyweight Lauren Murphy as she takes on Valentina Shevchenko for Shevchenko's flyweight title. Shevchenko is only the second woman to hold the UFC women's flyweight title and has been champion since December 8th, 2018, where she has amassed 5 title defenses. Lauren Murphy has put together a 5-fight win streak at flyweight and has won 6 of her 7 fights in the weight division. Her last victory was a decision win over Joanne Coulterwood in June of this year. She looks to extend her win streak to 6 and become the 3rd ever women's flyweight champion. In this series, I typically only cover the main event and the co-main event. However, this month, there is one more fight that I feel must be spoken about, and that is Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler 2. Always the center of controversy and discussion online, Nick Diaz is set to make his UFC return after 5 years away from the promotion. Diaz's last UFC fight was in 2015 against Anderson Silva, and although he came up short on the judges' scorecards on the night, that bout was later overturned to a draw after the fight. Diaz stands across from Robbie Lawler for the second time in their UFC careers, the first being 17 years ago at UFC 47, where Diaz KO'd Lawler in the second round. Robbie Lawler is a former welterweight champion, currently on a 3-fight losing streak, his last loss being a decision loss to Neil Magny. With Lawler looking to end his losing streak and avenge his loss against Diaz, and Diaz looking to impress in his return to the cage, this fight is shaping up to be quite an interesting one. Do you think we will see new champions at UFC 266? Or will the title reigns continue? And how do you think Nick Diaz will do in his return to the UFC? Let me know your thoughts down below. I've been Joel Rasmussen, and I'll see you in the next one.